Second down and 10. Achane on the move. And quickly taken down in the secondary. Tungo Vailoa with blockers ahead. And a big run right here by Achane. Breaking tackles. Downfield he goes.
Right there, they sealed everything to the inside. That allowed Achane to get to the outside. Good blocking upfield. Look at that. A nice seal by the offensive lineman getting out in space, and then Achane.
Wilson out of the backfield. They're going to Achane again. Nice catch. Ingold on the move. Wrapped up.
Continue that because he was able to stay healthy a year ago.
Achane second down and 5. Achane on the move. Third down 3. Achane the call. Little block in there thrown by the Tungo Vailoa. Eichenberg a block. Achane makes a miss. Look at him go off the sideline.
Get it up across the 45-yard line.
Antonio Johnson whiffed on that first tackle, but Achane is a very difficult player to bring down by Green Bay on their practice squad all of last season. Second down and 10. Here's a good run. Achane with the lead. Second down goal. It's outside. Blocked by Armstead. Caught driving.
Wow, how about it?
I don't know. That is awful close. Vailoa. Achane. And that is in a touchdown.
Opens the 3rd and 1 or less. Replace that interior part of the offensive line. That time able to get it across the goal line for the touchdown. It's not there right now.
Into the nickel, 2nd and 20, Achane. Blocked by Hill. Mostert in the backfield. Here's the pitch out, Achane. In goal to block. Look at him find a crease. Waddle in motion. Achane the pitch. Looking for a block. 2nd and 12. It's Achane. In goal in motion. Achane. Block inside Eichenberg. 1st and 10. Achane wrapped up. Nice tackling. Achane in motion. Mostert in the backfield. Achane's got the ball. That's a nice block from him.
Going to convert a first down at Greenorg. And on defense, when a player's likely to blitz, they'll be highlighted with a
pistol. Motion here with Julian Hill. A little toss back and a great tackle in the backfield. Little flip back here. Achane has room. There he goes.
And then the misdirection with him turning to the left just gets the linebackers to take one step.
The first quarter. Hill in motion. Ball handed up through the middle. Big hole.
Some very elusive running backs and receivers.
Little spinorama again. Tua. In motion here. Give it to Achane again. Threads his 2nd and goal. Tua under pressure. Flips it to the outside, and Achane is there.
Crosser, he needs to get out in the flat and deal with the back because you got 2 Dolphins out there.
Coming up in the pistol a lot, about half the time. And he hands the ball off to Achane. Start from the 30-yard line, start on the ground, start with a great gain here.
Clean it up. See that also the left guard, Robert Jones, coming around.
7-yard line. Through the middle again. Again, deck and dominating. Blitz coming, look out, pass is caught into traffic, and that's a gain down for the 2-minute warning. First down here. And again, keep it on 2nd down and 7. Going to keep it on the ground.
They need a touchdown here with the Bills getting the ball.
From the 45. It's almost as if they're waiting to get into the locker room and letting the clock run. Everything is short. Toss back here. That's going to go. See if that makes a difference up front. Stood about everything on defense. Spector took over for him. Pass is swinging out. Achane.
Left-hand side. See the Bills sinking. That's the plan. Again, you saw him lose his footing there. And Tua's really bought into that.
On the ground here, looking for some space. 2nd and 6. On the ground again, up to the 3rd.
With some power.
Hill in motion out of the backfield. First down, a lot more to the 20-yard line before he's gang tackled.
Quick change of direction by Achane. Also, we just talked about Jalen Wright having some physicality. You could see that also, the versatility of Achane. A fast guy, a 4.32.
Big play here for them, and he's stuffed.
Can run the ball.
Yes, he can. This time he gives it to Achane, who is a Thursday night game in Cincinnati. Through the middle, stuffed again, nothing happening there. The ball starts to stride from the 20-yard line. Looks downfield, checks it down, off to the side. Minimal at the helm. Throws, caught, first down. It would be the backup, unless Marino comes out of retirement. Pass caught, 40-yard line, staying on his feet.
This is about a Buffalo Bills team that showed up with bad intentions. They showed up and played as a team.
Can't do anything, and as their quarterback in concussion protocol, backing up, throwing on his back foot, and it's caught.
Hill on the move. 1st and 10. And he goes to the air, and it's caught right there, and downfield they go with a nice quick hitter. Smythe in motion. Achane the call. Finds a gap and accelerates into the secondary.
Holding. Offense number 89.
Seemed worse than what it was, but nonetheless, it's a penalty and a first down.
Well, look at Achane running, getting one. It's Achane looking for a block from Hill, and then the Dolphins are trying to get this thing up tempo. Achane, 1st and 10, wrapped up and devoured. At noon Eastern with the NFL Today. 2nd down, 2, and a run right here, and a block by Smythe, and a first down.
Seen valuable seconds.
Achane, Lamb the block, Achane the call. 2nd down and 4. Achane getting a block from Hill. Breaks a tackle there from Witherspoon. 1st and 10. Here they come again. And outside they go. Achane. It's a nice move over there. And we had halftime the other possession. 1st and 10. And
Holding. Offense number 89.
quarterback Tim Boyle. 1st and 10. Achane. It's 2nd down and 4. 3rd and 1. Achane ran the last one. And Achane drilled. All right, they got Jackson back at that right tackle. 2nd and goal. Achane tries to submarine. Blocked by Lamb. Incomplete.
Guardrails on this run game.
Handoff, and Devon Achane hasn't turned over their first possession. Trying to be very careful here. That's Achane around
Offensively right now.
Achane. That's the best run. He's got a total of 13 the last 2 games. Pitch on the edge. Achane. Big block. Achane in the slot. And he's got the football. And he's not going to get the first down.
Defensive player in the NFL.
22-yard punt after all that. There's a pitch to the near sideline. Huntley under center. Pitch to Achane. And
Just trying to get off of him.
And trying to bounce it down 13. Out of the shotgun. Handoff. And going nowhere. 10 quarters without a touchdown. Has a 1st and goal. And banging down near the goal line. Achane again. Penetration. Fight.
And a quick snap. Thank you very much, Christina. And straight ahead.
Only his 2nd game as a starter in this system.
Achane carries.
With Jalen Wright, the running back, and Achane.
Achane has the reception. And they're going to run from the receiver, Achane, who lined up as a receiver.
We're going to see all the misdirection. And all those white jerseys from the Dolphins just flying back and forth. The defense has a hard time diagnosing these kind of plays.
That Tyler does the best.
Devon Achane back as well this week, and Achane struggles from the I formation. The handoff to Achane, and Achane fights across.
It starts to spread around the league.
Handoff again, down in 10. From the pistol formation, it's Achane with the carry. Had the concussion. 2nd down and 6. Achane gets around Stewart in the backfield, and a good run after initial. Achane to the 20. And
Illegal low block. Offense number 30.
Achane, a crease. Achane to the 45.
Just follow number 30 in the run game. You know, it's probably going to go that way. That's a great combination block between Alec Ingold and Julian Hill, because he love that blocking scheme in this offense.
On 1st down and 10, Achane in trouble, and he's and Achane up the middle with a hole, and Achane into the secondary picks up 11, pushing the pile even more and all the way down. Rise in halftime. to the 35.
Uncomfortable box counts.
There's Achane again, trying to find his way to the outside. He ran right into the back of Durham Smythe. 30. Toss play. Achane with a hole. First down across the 40.
But then he's going to climb up and leave that block by Alec Ingold to be finished. It creates so much better blocking angles for this play. The way the defense is coordinated is really impressive.
We talked about it at the top of the broadcast.
And setting a hard edge. Those are one of the things that they've seen. A little bit like we just saw right there. Come out and execute and slow that speed down.
Here's Achane on first down, 3rd and 12. Boyle looking, checks it short, and it's too short. On 1st and 10, Boyle throws. Achane with the catch. 4-man pressure again to the sideline. Achane trying to get out of bounds. Jalen Jones won't let him.
This season, Devon Achane, first run, first down, and then some.
We got this game, Jason.
Achane on the toss. He's into the secondary, and he crawls. Officially 2nd and 1. Tua spits it out. Achane. 1st and goal.
These guys are consummate professionals.
Achane behind the block.
The seam routes, all those things are where they kind of lean into. That's right.
3rd and 7 for Tua. He'll drop it off again. It goes from the 30. Points on a couple of drives already. It's Achane, very patient.
50-yard house call.
Short toss, and they end up going straight ahead field. Just throw it to somebody who's open, and it's been all day for Tua. Tua over the top of Wilson. It's Achane. He's inside the 20. Achane skating. Career so far. And it's Achane. He gets Ingold back there. That's Hill in motion. And it's Achane running behind Ingold, who got him a crease. Beautiful block by the fullback. Achane still going. Still driving.
The cutback, your ability to read it. Now you get to the edge. There he is, making guys miss, and then so much speed. Look at Jackson down there as an offensive tackle.
Mostert in the backfield. They'll throw it for Achane. It was lined up in the bunch, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy has an opportunity. Look at him. He takes him off the screen. That's Tyreek. He's still not out there. Tyreek Hill, hands inside, feet running, feet.
That's Hill in motion, and it is Achane. Under the center, Brewer here on first down. It's Achane. He's into the center backhand for a run. And it's a change of direction for Achane. 4 of 5 on 3rd and 9 plus. Achane didn't get around in
defense. Tungo Vailoa. Achane up the middle. Achane in the backfield. Tua to the air. Achane the catch. Drilled right there. Smith in motion. Achane will get the pitch. And Smythe with the block, and he cuts his. Achane easily the first down. Following blocking down 4. Achane the back. They check down and go to him. Johnson's got a beat on it.
Especially on this series. Doing extremely well.
1st and 10. Big hole into the thing for in Miami. 2nd down to Achane. Epinesa in the back. And the call. And a block by Jones and a first down.
Good enough.
Achane the back. He gets the call. He'll go inside with his speed. He'll outrace him for 6.
We lead blocking after releases. But Achane just goes, nope, I'm going in front of you because I got the angle in each of the first 3 games.
Achane the back. 1st and 10. Ingold to block, and Achane around the corner. 10. Tungo Vailoa. Achane looking for blocks, and he's got one there. Achane. Little misdirection, trying to pick and poke and look at him dig Douglas and Harmony. They have ended up number 1 in the league, 3rd and 5. Achane in the back. Alec Ingold in motion. Achane. Hole, touchdown!
Play. He's at the point of the attack. He kicks out Johnson.
Jackson with a nice block.
With the seal to the inside.
Football. 3 timeouts. Achane swerving, breaking, and met by Hamlin in the secondary, but on the move. And the call. Block, Armstead. Approaching the 2-minute warning. It's 1st and 10. Achane. Oh, what a play. Tungo Vailoa. The pump fake. They'll go outside to Achane with great speed. He gets by Johnson.
And the thought process that you get this ball out in space, right? So that allows Achane to get yards after.
First to go from the 5. Achane will get the pitch. Looking for a block. He'll get it from Washington, but coming through.
Big toss again, and now they throw it. Achane is swallowed up. That's Achane. And not a lot of room. 0 for 3. Now they run it. Achane, left side. He is to the 20 and then throw motions.
They just do it from a little different personnel grouping.
Here's a little toss. Achane, there is nowhere to go. Here is a toss to Achane. Left side. Nice spin and a nice run to the.
Great job by Calais Campbell with the deflection and a big-time play by Anthony Walker.
Achane is at Buffalo. Here is a play made by Verse.
This defense, it just continued to get better and better.
Achane, nowhere to go.
Respect of that locker room and do a great job.
First down carry. Tua, Achane, long way to go, well short. At USC. As a handoff is to Achane. Rams 41. Handoff to Achane. Achane picking his way to the 48. Quick throw, there's Achane, first down. Achane, not much. They try to make it a 2-possession game. Handoff to Achane. Achane, well, third down coming up.
The right side of the offensive line. Achane on first down. Achane up to the 36. Over to the outside just to see if he gets some extra help. They'll go to Achane out of the backfield. He's so good with his hands. And he's not in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Tua looking left. Nothing's there. Achane again out of the backfield. And Achane is out of bounds after a gain of 16 yards. It's first down into the red zone. Achane, he's met immediately at the defensive line. Achane back in the ball game. He'll take the handoff, running left, makes a man miss, makes another miss, and gets down.
Lamb help in pass pro.
2 tight ends. They give it to Achane. Achane down close to the 10. Tyreek Hill off the play fake. They shovel it forward for Achane. He's down to the 1. First down, second drive. And they hand it off to Achane, and nothing's there. Max Crosby, by the way, that's a good question by Tiffany, because it's important, because he said that adjustments in game were not. I think Washington in motion. Achane trying to get that first down, and he powers. There's Achane, and that was read very nicely by Jack Jones. Line for the Dolphins. Achane on first down breaks a tackle and dives forward to the 3. They shovel it off to Achane, and he is in motion. Is Achane on first down. They throw it to him out of the backfield, and Achane gets across the 20. He's in motion. They shovel it to Achane, and Achane so elusive as that ball is snapped. Achane explodes inside the 25, spins inside the 20, stiff arm to the 10, and he's dragged inside the 5-yard line.
The big play that you've been looking for. Outside Max Crosby, get him hooked inside, and then Achane is able to get the explosive. Only 3 rushing.
They give it to Achane, running left. He's got blockers, untouched into the end zone. A 3.
This cannot happen. Just watch the left side of the screen. Hill gets to the edge of Snowden, and there's nobody setting the edge for the Raiders.
Well, meanwhile, here the Dolphins hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive. And Achane on first down gets up on second down and 3. They give it back to Achane, and Achane is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage.
Antonio Pierce talked about.
Achane on first down, and nothing doing. Achane is after that loss at second down. They hand the ball back off again. And the Raiders read it beautifully.
That last week against the Rams. So Alec Ingold is back. Their Pro Bowl fullback, good hard running here. Season last week was dealing with that scary blood clot
in pressures.
Gives the football back to Miami's offense. Pitch play
with all the attention on Hill and Waddle.
Achane on the take. Boy, weaving his way.
He has a chance to hit a small crack for more yards.
Going for Achane in the end zone and broken up.
Defenses and then counter it has been exceptional this game.
Achane on the catch, screen set up perfectly, and he punches it in.
You have a punt return wall that just washes New England away.
In the AFC East, Dolphins trying to stay within striking distance. They begin the day
by himself, man-to-man coverage at the bottom.
Tagovailoa underneath, out of the backfield. Achane.
Nobody on the Patriots watches him. The Patriots right now, ultimate.
What about the mission accomplished? You have to do it for 4 quarters. We have to get better on the line.
As they work at their own 32. Tagovailoa fakes the pitch, gets it out to Achane nonetheless. Going to pick up 4, maybe 5. Achane taking on tacklers.
He's too good of a blitzer to lose him and let him free against your quarterback. Or use these plays as a run game. And so I can't wait to see how.
And Tua, they set up the screen. The speedy Achane's got it. A lot of traffic, but he's got 11. Second and 4, right back to him. Catch 51 is the first. It's a run inside. Achane not going to go anywhere. Wisconsin against LSU. Played here as a rookie. What a block he just threw there. Springing Achane.
And there he is, Ingold, knocking him back. One more time, the Madden Cruiser type hole, and Achane can get himself through it. Look at that burst that Achane has.
Pretty special man. Tagovailoa had a scan, finally gets it out late. What a move by Achane in the open field.
He's so dangerous when he gets out into space. And remember, Raheem Mostert scored 21 touchdowns last year.
21.
Splitting time with Achane.
Game, first and goal, Miami. Achane, nowhere. Packers show pressure with Quay Walker. They bring him, and he's about to hit Tua, who throws underneath. Achane able to get away. They eschew that and go for it on 4th and 5. Tua throws too high. Your quarterback days, all those QBs in Dallas. Tua, Achane's got blockers. Achane to the end zone. Miami.
Inside, lineman out in front. And again, this guy's got some juice. They love that play. They execute as well as anybody. And there's a little bit of life in Miami right now. 94.
So cool.
We beat the Packers, and Madden was a big part of that.
Achane on the edge in the game at the start of the quarter. Runs to the left with Achane. Second and 9. Tua gets rid of it. It is caught. Limited game. 5 of 5 on the last touchdown drive. 6 of 6 on this one. And on the ground, the cut by Achane. Fighting forward to the 1. He get a touchdown on Thanksgiving. He'll lead. Achane stopped.
The defensive linemen love. They're pinning their ears back and coming after him.
That was his first sack of the year. Achane underneath.
Achane. And brought down to a 1st and 10. Achane looking for a block, and he gets it from Eichenberg. Achane the back, 1st and goal. And up into the 20. Hill for 11. Achane diving to the 1. Jets on this drive. Achane stoned right there, hit by Kinlaw on the Jets. 2nd and goal. Achane knifing. Touchdown.
That final push, one-on-one, and then with that leverage.
Achane back in, 1st and 10. It's Achane looking for a block as he slices. And he got one there from Brewer. 6. And he's hit 4 different guys. 2nd down, 1. A burst right here. Pitch out Achane. Blocked by Washington. Tried to cut. It's the pitch out. Achane. 1st and 10. Achane. Ingold to block. And jumping on it. 3rd and 1. Achane. Oh, what a great defensive play. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Achane. Oh, drilled right there. Achane the back. 1st and 10. Achane the call. Ingold tried to get a block. Sherwood is over there and out of bounds. 1st and goal. Achane. There was a block by Lamb today. 3rd and goal. Achane. Stop behind the line. An extra point, but his field goals have been on the money. 1st and 10. Achane. By midfield. Hit by Sherwood and driven down. Here comes the blitz out there by Oliver. He got it away. Achane. It goes to Achane. He gets away from McDonald, who's been quiet today. There by both the quarterbacks. 1st and 10. Quick throw. It's caught by Achane.
Job as a receiver.
1st and 10. Achane dives. With a 1st and 10. Achane out of the backfield with a beat on him. Nice tackle. Stingley.
Those weapons he has at his disposal. Last week was one of their biggest weeks.
Achane, 2nd and 13. 2nd down 10. It's Achane. Devoured as well. Achane, Ingold to block, and he dives inside. He is doing it all. A Pro Bowl season. Achane, 1st and 10. Wrapped up.
Making that connection for the first down.
It's 1st and 10. Achane. He slipped by 1. That was To'o. 2nd down and 1. It's Achane. Eichenberg with the block. He's got enough for the first. Smythe in motion. And burrowing in Achane.
Completions for just 24 yards.
2nd and 5. Jones the block. Achane. He gets a block there from Hill. Most at the back. 1st and 10. Out of the backfield it goes to Achane. Another block. 10 touches already. 3rd and 17. They need the 20. Achane. And from behind. After the gain of 8 by Smith. 2nd down 2. And Achane dives. And going on down there. 1st and 10. Pitch out Achane. Blocked by many. And finally dragged Stroud through a touchdown pass last time. 2nd and 4. Pitch out Achane. Blocked by Carmen Jackson, and then this year. 3rd and 10. Tungo Vailoa underneath. Achane grabs it with a fumble. It's loose. Field goal range. 1st and 10. Achane through traffic. Right was the back. 2nd and 7. Time for Tua. And underneath they go right here. It's Achane. And here's a 1st and 10 handoff.
So first snap for Miami is a handoff. And look at San Francisco.
12 points to the Rams. Expect them to be at their best today.
2nd and 11. Bring it back over to Achane. The Achane.
If you beat some of those teams, it'll come in waves.
There's the pass. Achane, what a move he made.
Half of the opposite leg. He's questionable to return.
Okay, thank you. Trace and back over to Achane. 1st and 10 after an 11-yard pass play to Achane.
And then he comes right back over here and moves Warner out of the position.
To your point, here they toss it. And that was a 24-yard pass play. Achane with some room.
Injury, tried to go back in there and play. He's back on the sideline now in a lot of pain.
All right, thanks.
Teams use that quick motion right before the snap.
Boy, big gap there for Achane. And now it's back to Achane. Achane. Warner's goal inside 5 minutes in the 2nd. Achane. They run for it. Achane going for it. Achane trying to cut back. It's not there.
Turn over free football. That makes sense.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Here's their first snap. First down from the 46. Pass up in the air, but he's made 10 out of 12 from past 50. They need more yardage, though. 3rd and 14 to give them a chance, and they've got it. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Right back they go.
Trying to take advantage of the other backer.
Toss. Achane.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. And they run to the other side away from Bosa. Nice late season rally by the Rams. Handoff. Achane. Outside he goes.
Out here.
Well, tried to strip the ball from
this year, injuries, and that. Good job by Kyle Shanahan to move on.
Oh, moving on with the first.
Play each other in week 18.
Here's the little toss.
Warner's come flying down.
Pitch to Achane. Boy, that looked like it was going to be
really every avenue.
1st and 10. Another big run. There he goes. He's got wide open space. Achane with an A+.
Actually have a chance. Another toss. Remember, I keep talking about these C-gap runs. Everything is gone in that area today in the screen game, in the run game, and the Niners just...
He said misery loves company. That's what the Browns are looking to do, is Devon Achane with an Ivans. On 2nd down, quick pass, Achane. He's got the first down with the spot.
So he can handle it all.
3rd straight touch for the Dolphins, running back across the 45. He's got 13 on the year. Quick pass, Achane. And he's tripped up on... Achane. And taken down for a loss. 2nd down and 11. And Achane is knocked down. Huntley has time over the middle. Achane with Jonnu Smith blocking. Achane bounces his way. Achane on 1st down, trying to get to the outside. He does. And then 2nd and 7. Achane again. And not for a loss. Setting up for 3rd and 14. A short pass to Achane. Uses a couple of blockers and still going. They pitch it to Achane, running right, and he is stopped by the Dolphins. They take over at their own 2. Achane, no gain.
He's out. Bubble it outside. Devon Achane needs some blocks. Needed 14 yards and only got. So the Dolphins have it at the 15 with a toss to Achane. 2 yards. Start this drive from the 33 with an Achane run. And Devon Achane, who's got lightning speed, hits the secondary. You
just see the crease they're able to form. This Jets defense, they want to play nickel. They want to play with 5 defensive backs as often as possible. So the question today is, the offense is still average, and now the defense is not as good.
Achane, same way they started the last drive.
Reaction play.
Achane straight ahead. Big hole, look out, there he goes. One of the fastest men in the NFL stays on his feet. Slowed him up enough for DJ.
The second puller counter back to the front side. Just really nice misdirection there on the split zone. And again, you mentioned he's one of the fastest backs in the league. You don't see him get caught from behind very often.
Achane. No chance. Will McDonald.
Job there. That's a big-time return.
See if the Dolphins can take advantage. Short run in the first hopped up, but he's out there. Playing well. He's tossed to Achane. And Devon Achane with a 1st down in the 500 touchdown club. 3 of the 5 got their 500th to a tight end.
Yeah, I was waiting for this.
Careful what you wish for there. Here's Achane. A hole and a touchdown for Miami.
Watch Julian Hill. He's going to go, and then they're going to pull, and he's going to end up coming back to the side he starts. Nice kick-out block there by the left guard, Robert Jones. And then what's their stability at the organization? There's just a lot to take into account when you make a decision.